Hello everyone, my name is Rob, welcome to Kinetic Rugby League. In this video we're going to be discussing the Fiji Rugby League World Cup team that has recently been announced. Let's take a look. The Fiji squad is as follows: Joasa Drodralagi, Tui Kamakamika, Vuate Karawalevu, Viliami Kikau, Api Coruscant, Isaac Lume, Pio Seki, Lamar Manuel Leolivave, Natane Masima, Kalen Miller, Sitiveni Mosiadraki, Kevin Nagama, Ben Nakabue, Henry Wairalui, Joseph Ratuvakaserivalu, Michele Ravalawa, Taniela Sadrugu, Micah Sivo, Penioni Tagatuimau, Sunia Turava, Semi Valame, King Vinuyayawa, Brandon Wakeham, and Josh Wong. So I'm very much aware that at least 8 of those have been pronounced poorly. I will have to admit that unfortunately I'm not very educated on the vast majority of the players in this squad, much like the Jamaican World Cup team as well. So there are 4 players that I'm much more familiar with that I've seen throughout the NRL season and Super League, so I'm going to focus mainly on those players individually. The only bit of news that I have surrounding the Fiji squad is that they played the England squad yesterday in a warm-up match and lost 50-0. From what I understand, the squad was missing a lot of the World Cup names, so it's maybe not the best indicator of where they could be at and where England could be at realistically, but that's the only news that I have right now on anything Fiji related other than the individuals that I can really talk about, so we'll get onto those now. The first player that I'm very much aware of is Kevin Nagama. Now, he played for St Helens for a good few years in Super League, won plenty of trophies, established himself as a very pacey and reliable centre. That's very much the impression I got from him whenever I saw him. A little bit of skill thrown in there too, good step. I wouldn't say he lit up Super League, but that's not to talk down on his ability, because as I said, he was always a reliable player and always looked dangerous. I suppose every player at St Helens did, within the last couple of years anyway. So he's going to be one of the focal points for this team from what I'm aware of anyway. He went to the Sydney Roosters this season and didn't get much game time. Wasn't really going to get in the squad ahead of Momorovsky or even Joseph Manu. Even Hutchinson got in at centre ahead of Nagama sometimes. He's a hooker. So it's not a great look to me personally, but he's a pacey, reliable centre that Fiji can definitely lean into in this tournament. The second player is going to be Micah Sivo. Very big name for Fiji, very important player. The main attributes: he's a fast player, he's strong, he's a great finisher, and he's got plenty of experience. Another thing that they can certainly lean into. From what I believe, Sivo is a left winger, Nagama's a right centre, so unlikely that they'll be on the same side. The suggestion I made for Fiji, or not Fiji, sorry, for Jamaica, was that any players that with the most experience should be placed on the same side. Now, I may be talking out of turn because, as I said before, I'm unaware of the experience of the rest of the players in the squad, so I may be missing out names that I'm not aware of in the NRL, for example, or even the Queensland Cup or New South Wales Cup or Super League or the Championship. So Micah Sivo to me is going to be another one of these important players. Looks like an absolute menace when he's running at the line. Difficult to take down, but I think the most important thing for them is I don't think they have a really recognisable spine that's going to make too many chances. So Micah Sivo's the type of winger that you give him a small gap and he's pretty much going to be able to deal with it. So he's a really important player for their try-scoring chances. And hopefully he can bag a few this tournament. The third player to talk about is Api Coruscant. Now, I would liken him to Dylan Edwards on the Panthers because Nathan Cleary always got the recognition, as he should. Jerome Luai was the same. I felt that Dylan Edwards and Api Coruscant, that were also part of that Penrith Panthers spine, didn't quite get the same level of recognition. And he was a very effective player for them this entire season. Very important for the forwards, getting the ball rolling down the middle of the field. He's an extremely smart player. He's effective from dummy half when running at the line. He's reliable, and he's probably going to be, from what I can tell, or from the names I know, the most important player in the spine of the Fiji team. So he can definitely do some damage straight down the middle, and teams need to look out for him. And that brings me on to the fourth and final player, and that's Viliami Kikau. Now, there isn't too much to say on him, because anyone that watches the NRL will know what he's like and what he can bring to the team. He was... What I found strange was he was in a world-class Panthers team that, as an entire team, could do anything. But I almost got the impression that he could do it all on his own anyway. The Panthers did their thing, and then Kikau did his thing. So you give him the ball, he can do anything with it, and it'll somehow come good. He's a big guy, so he's got a bit of pace to him, bit of strength to him, and he's got some skill to him as well. A very intelligent player. He was the best second rower in the NRL this season, and just one of the best players in the entire NRL in general. So this is a huge player for Fiji. So I'm thinking, if you've got Api Koroisau down the middle, and then if you have players like Kikau, Nagama, and Sivo down one entire side, it's going to be pretty dangerous. So that's going to be it for this video. If you have any thoughts and comments on the Fiji squad, leave them in the comments down below. If you enjoyed this video, feel free to leave a like and subscribe to the channel to stay up to date with new content. Thank you very much for watching. I'll see you next time.